In this video, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 best fruits for grinding in update 24. As you know, in the recent update, they nerfed basically every single fruit, and most of you guys are probably still confused, but that is the main thing that I will be clearing in this video. Also, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button and also join the Discord server from the link in the description. And anyways, let's get started with this video. So the first fruit on this list is going to be T-Rex, and the main reason that this fruit is on this list is because of the famous emblems, and also that it is pretty decent for grinding as well. The only downside for this is that it is really expensive to get for a grinding unit, so that's why this is like on the end of the list. But if you see the T-Rex in the shop, it's gonna cost you around 2.7 million. But moving on, if you talk about the moveset, the emblems which will be really useful in grinding is pretty good, and they're similar to the emblems of Kitsune. Now if you talk about Kitsune, the emblems are really good because they stun the enemy in place, and they also do loads of damage. Now this move can also be really helpful if you're low in health. You can throw away all of the NPCs away from you and take some time to heal. And this move is also pretty helpful as well, as it stuns all of the NPCs and then throws them back. You can easily turn this into a combo by using one of your sword or melee moves. This is basically a move you can one-shot with, and then obviously the transformation, which also looks pretty clean. And then this move, I'm not really a big fan of this move, but it's basically like a target move. It's self-explanatory as well, so I don't have to talk much about it. The next fruit on this list is Smoke, and the only reason that this fruit is in the list is because it is really cheap, and also it is elemental. The first move is pretty basic. It just throws a smoke bomb on the ground to deal off-spawn damage, which is really good. The second move is to throw away your enemies. You could use this to end your combos once you're grinding your enemies. Wait, pause. And this move is like a tornado. You can stun the enemy in place, and then you can use your melee or your sword to deal more damage. And this move is it's just a fight move. It's nothing crazy. It's also pretty slow, so it's not really that helpful. The next fruit on this list is going to be Ice, and it has really good emblems, and it also has a sword, so it's really helpful in grinding. The moveset is really good for stunning your NPCs, and it's going to be really helpful in grinding. It is decently cheap. It has around 4 moves, and the first move is pretty good as it throws tons of ice shards, and this can hit up to multiple targets, I believe. And this move is really good for stunning. You could follow this up with a melee or a sword, and this is probably one of the best moves in the whole entire game. But if you manage to hit this, it's going to stun the player for 1.5 seconds. The last move is also pretty OP as it stuns everybody in it for 2 seconds, and you could stun up to infinite people in this, so it's really good. As it states, it's a primary combo starter, but because you're using it for grinding, this is actually pretty good. The next fruit is Flame, and now we are getting somewhere because this fruit is really OP. It is really easy to get, and it has really good moves because it does burn damage as well, and also it has really massive AoE, so you could damage multiple NPCs at once, and this would be really beneficial towards grinding. Of course, you just have a kidney, but it's worth like 10 kidneys because it does really good damage. For the first move, the user shoots several flaming bullets which do tons and tons of damage. The second move is more of an AoE move, and it's a really big AoE. This could fit up to 5 NPCs easily in it, and realistically speaking, there are not more than 5 NPCs in one place. Now the next move is really good as well, as it throws the enemies in the air, and it does really good AoE damage and also afterburn damage too. And this move is, bro, this is the end level, bro. Are you looking at the size of this ball? I know size doesn't matter, but still, it does lots of damage, and if you charge it till the end, it's gonna do even more damage. And then we have the Boeing Flight move. Yeah, it's pretty slow, so it's not really recommended as well. The next fruit is Kitsune, and this is one of the best fucking fruits on this planet. It does tons of damage. This fruit is really famous for its emblems, and also the fact that all of the other moves do tons of damage, and mainly all of the moves are AoE moves. Yeah, it's really cheap. And if you talk about the emblems are really good, as I showed you earlier in the video. They have 2 variations. One, if you're in the air, it's a little different, but the main thing is that it stuns the enemy, and the enemy is really doomed if they're stuck in the emblems. The next move is also really good. It has 2 variations as well. If hit, it does really good damage, but if not hit, it also does really decent damage as well, and it's actually going to hit multiple NPCs at once. And this move is similar to the light move, and it goes in a zigzag pattern and stuns the enemy as well. And this is more of an AoE move. Not only that, but if the enemy is in this, yeah, he's gonna get damaged while time as well. In my opinion, one of the best transformation animation in the game right now. And then this move really good. It basically automatically dashes and latches onto the enemy. That's really OP. The next move is Blizzard. It has really good damage. If not, it's one of the top 5 best damage doing fruits, and it also has a really massive AoE, so it's really OP for grinding. I would rank this at number 2, but we have other really good fruits, so make sure to watch this video till the end. It costs the average amount, and the first move is actually pretty good. If you charge it up, it does does more damage too. The next move basically catches onto the enemy. If the enemy is moving, it's really helpful and it stuns the enemy as well, and easily use it to finish off the NPC. And this move is really OP as well. It's a really big AoE move and it does really good damage as well. It's like a tornado basically. And this is basically the show stealer. Just look at this AoE. Oh my god. This move lasts for 7 seconds, bro. And I believe it stuns everybody in the place as well. And then the flight move for this is also pretty good as it does damage over time as well. The next fruit is Magma, and at the time of recording this, I actually got a Magma as well. Like, look at this cute fruit. Like, what makes you not want to eat it? Yeah, obviously I'm gonna store. Okay, I'm really rich, bro. But for the streets it is. But this fruit has really OP AoE, like one of the biggest AoE and one of the highest doing damage. It's also really cheap, so you could easily get this. If you awaken, it's gonna be even better, and we're gonna talk about just why. The first move is already pretty OP because you could hold this move and it's gonna do tons and tons of damage. And if the enemy is on this lava as well, it's gonna damage them over time too. Then the volcanic assault basically catches onto the enemy and then throws them away by doing tons of damage. And the great magma hound is basically like the dome move, and it does really good damage too. I'll recommend you going into the air and then aiming down and then use this, because this does the most amount of damage and you do not want to miss this move. Overall, in my opinion, 2 of these moves are going to be more than enough to kill any NPC in this game. Now we're in the top 3 territory, and the first fruit in this list is going to be light. Now the main reason that this is in this list is because it has really good moves, it has really big AoE as well, and it is really the fastest fruit in the game right now. It has the fastest flight as well. Obviously, if you have the awakened version, it's pretty good. The first move is a hold move. If you hold it more, then it's going to do more damage obviously, and you could easily aim this to the ground and hit multiple NPCs at once. And this move is basically a stun move as well. You could easily hold this and do tons of damage too, and then you could start a combo or something. And then this move is really OP as well. You just have to aim near the NPC and it's going to catch the NPC and basically give it a world tour and slam it right onto the ground just like your mom did. And then this move, damn, this is a really big AoE move and it's going to do tons of damage. Most of the people use this at the end just to finish off the NPCs. Then we have this move, which is the flight move. All of you already know what this is, and if you have awakened, then you could easily change the direction of this. And then top 2 is going to be blade. Now I know it says shocking fruit, but it basically got reworked. It was the old drop fruit, and the only reason that it is in this list is because of the M ones, partially because of the moves as well, as they do really good damage and can easily be used for grinding as well. Like the M ones are really good. It also gives a little knockback, so that's why they are really good. This move you can hold and then shoot. It's not going to do more damage, but it's still going to do really good damage. And basically every single move is designed in such a way that you're not going to get a single damage on yourself, so you're not like in a 50-50 situation. Then the blade dance is what your mother did last night in my bed, but it basically does tons of slicing and does really good amount of damage too. Then we have the saw shredder. This is actually a pretty good move too, but you have to be pretty precise, and if you actually aim this correctly, then it's going to do really good damage. And then we have the flight move, which is pretty boring, not much to talk about. It doesn't do damage if you do it near the enemy or something, but the M1s and all of the other moves are really OP. Okay, up on number 1, bro, oh my days, it's going to be Buddha. I know most of you guys didn't know that it was going to be in this list because they nerfed it or something, but they didn't. It was a glitch. Usopp said it himself. It's probably a cover up. They probably did nerf it, but by any means it's actually fixed now, so we don't have anything to worry about. Now really there isn't much to talk about this fruit. You basically just awaken the transform move and then take out your melee and then start doing tons of damage. That's really one of the best ways you can use this. Anyways, that was enough for this video. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let me know what you guys thought about this video down in the comment section below, and I'll reply to every single one of you.